Stu here with Faction Wars 21 Lizardmen. So you see what I've got. Let's start it. It's going to be a long battle, but if you want to 3-star it, you can do it with these fusion champions right here. We have Fusion, Rosin, Scarhide, Broadmaul, and the Skull Lord. If you were lucky enough to get the Skull Lord fusion done, I've got him at 60. You don't have to max book him out. You don't have to Skull Sworn. You could take Skull Sworn to 50, the little guy, if you wanted to. You don't have to take him to 60. I do have him in a Frost set, so whenever he's attacked, which he should always be attacked, except for the boss kind of veers off, we'll see later on, and attacks a few other people, but that's why you've got to have Broadmaul. I know you don't want to level up Broadmaul, believe me, I did not either, but he's only level 50. Broadmaul's level 50, you can do it with that. I've got HP gloves, HP chest, I have him in regeneration gear so he gets back health every turn. You know, most part, right, for Faction Wars, you need somebody that can heal, revive, or you need something that can, if you don't have any good healers, you got to have lifesteal gear or regeneration gear, which I have on Broadmaul, to keep them alive, to get them that life back, because you don't want them low enough that they are targeted. You want them to always go for your Skull Sworn. The little dude over here that's going to come back every time the Skull Lord takes a turn. Now, if you have a Krisk, obviously you can solo it with a Krisk. If you have Fusan, if you have other Lizardmen that are great, then use them. My Fusan, I have him in here. I have really high accuracy. I have, you know, lifesteal gear on him. He stuns up everybody. It makes it faster. It makes it faster to go through the waves. It does. But this is the not free-to-play alternative, but an alternative to do it with a lot of fusion champions that hopefully you have out there and you want to go through. I had to have Broadmaul to get through all the other stages as well. I was stuck on stage 16, 17, 18, 19, whatever the one that has all the Valkyries and the Martyrs along with the Arrows. They're all spirit champions, and I've got a whole bunch of force champions here. We couldn't do damage, and we don't have a lot of champions doing damage regardless. It's a slow run, very, very slow run. So hopefully you have some alternatives. Maybe you have Basilisk. He does the A1 on that does an AoE. You could put him in a stun set. I think he does a stun on his A2, I believe, comes back to life, all that kind of stuff. So again, he's forced though. So if you have a Jarang, right, not a Jarrig. We got Jarrig in lead right here, but if you got a Jarang, he can come in here and do some damage for you, but just make sure that you've got your Broadmaul to revive people, bring them back to life, and put block damage on. The guy's a lifesaver. Believe me, you got to have that Broadmaul. Use that Broadmaul. He's a fusion champion. You can make him. It's very easy to do. Rosin or Scarhide you should have. Maybe you have Skull Lord. If you missed the Skull Lord and you don't want to do a Skull Sworn, I mean, if you missed the Skull Lord, I'm sorry, this video is not for you. I mean, obviously, this is the only way I can do it. This is the only way I could do it. Even if I took these champions out and put in Fusan and a couple other ones, it would be extremely hard for me to do. I'm sure I could do it. With Fusan and somebody else, I could do it. I mean, honestly, I could do it. As long as I stun these guys up enough, we bring in Basilisk with some stun artifacts, we could probably do it. But this makes it very easy. So if you do have these guys, we'll get through it. It's just going to take time. We got to beat them down slowly. The Jarrig with that decreased attack of 50% is very, very good to have. I know Skull Lord has it as well. He's got a 3-4 turn cooldown for the AoE decreased attack, but you want it up consistently. You want it up all the time. It's just like doing the clan boss or doing the ice golem. You want that 50% decreased attack up. That way you take much less damage, because the boss, for some reason, doesn't always go after the little guy, the Skull Sworn. He should. He has the lowest HP. He's always there to die. Most times the boss does, but the boss does like to switch it up and hit other people, but it's okay. That's why we've got our little gator guy. What's his name? Was it Broadmaul? That's why we got a Broadmaul here, to make sure we can revive people and keep on trucking. Now for, again, I don't know if I said it or not, but the Skull Sworn, our little guy on the right, he does have Frost gear. You see right there? So whenever anybody attacks him, he gets a chance to stun them. So if you want to take him up to 50, you put him in that Frost gear or whatever else gear you want to. If you want more damage out of it, you could. I've kind of got him in a Frost gear set that does damage as well. Critical damage gloves, critical damage neck. I think I have Helm Smasher on him, so we can get those every once in a while, much harder hits to do some damage. I got to use what I can. I mean, nobody on my team's doing a massive amount of damage. And I don't think Lizardmen have a really good, they definitely don't have a really good amount of great rares or great epics to do this, right? To be able to come here with just all rares and epics to do this, I think it's pretty hard. I mean, luckily we've got Rosin and Scarhide, but I feel like we need a little bit more than just Rosin to get through here. We need a little more push than that. So again, if you don't have Skull Lord, I apologize, but hopefully you've got something good. Hopefully you have some other kind of good legendary in there you can throw in there to help you out to make it through these waves. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I do also have a shield set on Skull Lord because his HP is like 27,000 max or so. So I've got that for Arena, and I've got that also for here to give us those big shields when we first enter a wave. We are on wave 2. It is 5 minutes. I think this is going to be a total of a 9-minute run. It is quite a run. We can look at my champions after this if you want to. But Rosin Scarhide is pretty much built like you would for Clan Boss. You go in there, you give him lifesteal gear, you give him defense, you give him an accuracy banner, make sure he can do his A3, right? You want to deplete the turn meter as often as possible. Our Broad Maul, like I said, has regeneration gear on so he can get life back whenever he takes damage, because he's not going to do enough damage or really proc enough. I felt with, well, we can't get War Master, right? You got to be 60 to get War Master, to get the tier 6 masteries. So that's why I put him in regeneration to give him life back every turn. He needs that because if he gets too low, he will be targeted. And we want to make sure that he is alive to revive everybody else. Jared kind of takes care of us a little bit. We'll see on the boss if he gives us any kind of regen from his passive. I'm not a big fan of Jared, but I know a lot of people have him at 60, so I've got him at 60 as well. We missed that decreased attack on the boss right there. We do need that up. Let's see what the boss goes for. Okay, so we're going to do the A2 first, right? Get some stuns up. Now, see, it's weird. The boss could have gone for him maybe because there were shields up. Maybe that person had the least amount of buffs. That's why it went for them. So we'll see here again. Probably why. Least amount of buffs up. So the boss will eventually, which is weird, the Skull Sworn, the little guy, has an ability where he buffs himself, which I don't like very much. The counterattack one, boom, there he gets hit, okay? But that's fine, right? If he dies, we will bring him back with our Skull Lord. So as you can tell, I mean, we're fine. We're at 6 minutes and 40 seconds, but we're trucking along. We're getting it done. The boss is not hard to beat. We actually got some good damage right there from a proc on the A1 of our Skull Sworn. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Now, for some reason, out of the blue, Rosin Scarhide just got hit. But it's okay. We got decent HP, right? HP gloves, HP chest on our what's his name? Broad Maul that just brought our Skull Sworn back to life. So if Rosin does die, we'll bring him back to life. Rosin should heal himself back up like this. Like this, but it's okay. Do not worry if you have people die. It's going to happen. That's why we've got him here. Without Broad Maul, I couldn't have done anything. I was really stuck on 18, 19, whatever it was. I was stuck on it because I was too stubborn to level up my Broad Maul. And thank goodness I didn't have to take him to 60, right? I did not want to take him to 60. I don't even want to play Broad Maul. I really don't want to play Broad Maul, but maybe I should. Maybe I should try Broad Maul in Dragon 20 or something just to show that, hey, it's a fusion champion that you can take to 50 and it will get you through content. Because it will bring things, will bring 2 champions back to life and put a block damage debuff, right, there we go. Block damage buff on them so they can't take any damage, and then hopefully they can heal back, which is really good here because, well, if he wasn't stunned, our Rosin could go in there and heal back his life, right? Now he's going to get a chance to, there, heal back. Not a lot that I would have liked. Not as much as I would have liked. Okay, good. They got our Skull Sworn. I think he's going to heal it all back this next hit, hopefully. Let's go, Rosin. Okay, we got the decreased attack up. That's very important to have, like I talked about earlier. Boom, boom, boom. We got the shear going. I don't know. We're not getting a Giant Slayer proc to heal off of it yet. So, good. Let him go down. If you want a 3-star, just make sure you're paying attention to when the boss gets down low. When the boss gets down low, make sure you've got a revive up to revive 2 people if 2 people are dead, and then kill the boss. Should be pretty easy once you have that decreased attack up, once you have that decreased defense up, if you can get it. There we go. I don't know. We're taking damage again. All right, we healed quite a bit. Great. Turn meter reduction. Fantastic timing. And then we're going to kill the boss. It's that easy, guys. No problems whatsoever. And really, nobody's got, I don't feel like anybody's got super crazy gear in here. We'd have to go check. We can see about that in a second. So there we go. We got a 3-star, right? 3-star incoming, 3-star Faction Wars 21 Lizardmen. Hurrah! All right, let's go check out some of that gear. Rosin Scarhide. Here we go. So we've got lifesteal gear on him. Like I said, we've got him at 4,000 defense. We've got him at 211 speed with accuracy to be able to do everything he needs to do. We've got our, where is he? Skull Lord. We've got him in the HP set. I've got him over 121k defense, which is pretty crazy. But honestly, just give him HP gloves, HP chest. Make sure he's not attacked. You can put him in lifesteal gear if you want to, or, you know, do whatever else. As long as he's not getting attacked all the time and he can heal back, then you'll be fine. So you can put him any way you want. I just have him like this for Arena. I use him in arena for some shield sometimes. And then we got Jerrigan here with some lifesteal gear to try to get him back some life. This is kind of how you might have him set up for arena. So for him, he's got life, HP percentage, and speed boots. Speed boots, yep, on him. And then for our little boy here, again, we've got the frost set and then whatever else you want to put. I think I've got critical damage, so we can get some extra damage out of him. Then we're coming down here to Helm Smasher, and then Evil Eye over here to knock down the turn meter whenever we get a chance to attack there on the A1. And then Broad Maul. So Broad Maul, no masteries whatsoever, right? We've got his skills. I do have him skilled up. You want to make sure you can revive and keep reviving. Do this increased speed for us there in Faction Wars and crit. And then again, I've just got HP, and speed boots on him along with this regen set to give him 10% additional health every turn. And it works out great for him. This ugly frog thing. That's it. That's Faction Wars 21, guys. Please let me know, you know, if you have a way for us to do it easier, if you have a way to do it with rares, if you do it with your Basilisk, Durang here, or whatever else. Please let us know in the comments below, and I appreciate all your time and support. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all in a video soon.